Hello everyone, my name is Danielle. Welcome to Moonlight Intuition. If this is the first time that you've come across my channel, hello, welcome. Please consider subscribing as I do post free weekly readings for all 12 zodiac signs as well as other cool content like this. Now this is very impromptu because today is Aries season, the spring equinox, the new energetic year, today on March 19th. So I decided, I was like, I'm just gonna kind of make a little video of me discussing all these things because I truly, with such sincerity, nerd out over astrology, tarot. I just love it. And it's also like the artist in me because I feel like all of this is also very wildly poetic and metaphorical and beautiful. And also too, it kind of like gets my nod on my academic side because I have an academic background, and when I first really started delving into astrology and tarot, or when I kind of just like found me, initially, I really learned about all this stuff like an academic student. Like I learned about this stuff like I was a student in university, and I just loved it. So I just like sharing this stuff because there's a lot of things that are kind of common knowledge to me, but that not everybody knows. And so for starters, I wanted to kind of just describe quickly what the spring equinox even is. Like, what does that even mean? Because some of you may not know, and I don't know everything, but I know a little bit, so I wanted to share. So first of all, we have the equinoxes. Is that how you say pluralize? That I don't know. And we have the solstices, solstice, whatever. So there's the fall equinox, which kicks off Libra season in the fall. And we have the spring equinox, which is today, which kicks off Aries season in the new energetic year. And then we have the solstices. So we have the summer solstice in June, which kicks off Cancer season. Then we have the winter solstice in December, which kicks off Capricorn season. Now, first of all, those four signs I just mentioned, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, are the four cardinal signs. They're really like the initiators of astrology because they are the four signs that start the four seasons. So it's really like, I think like leadership energy, like they're really ones to like to start things, right? And so we find ourselves now in Aries season, which is cardinal fire, and Aries is the first sign of astrology. It starts the entire energetic year. Now, the spring equinox is similar to the fall equinox. Now, these dates really, of course, yes, the sun has moved into Aries, but even more so, these particular days very much have to do with how the sun relates to the earth. So at both equinoxes, spring with Aries and fall with Libra, I'll go over these little cards as well too, but the sun is just above the equator. And so on the fall equinox and the spring equinox, the day and night are the exact same length. So today, the day and the night are the exact same length. So it's almost like a balance, which is very Libra when we're in the fall. It's a balance of our light and our shadow, the sun and the moon. The sun representing how we kind of openly show up in the world, and the moon representing more our inner realms, our subconscious, our emotions, our imagination, even how we may feel deep down when we're alone and not kind of showing up in a world through our personality. So that's the equinoxes. It's just the sun's position is directly above the equator, and the day and the night are the exact same length. Now, I just feel like it's interesting to now mention what the solstices are. So the winter solstice and the summer solstice. Now, I wish I was a better editor. You know, let me just draw this. This is me editing. I'm just going to draw a picture. Can we all see this? Is it mirror image? I don't know, whatever. Anyway, the equator. Look at my atrocious handwriting. What was the point of even writing that? I don't think anyone can even read this, not even me. But anyway, so at the fall and spring equinoxes, the sun is directly above the equator, okay? Now, and the day and the night are the same length. Now, we also have two other latitudes. We have the Tropic of Cancer, which is above the equator, and the Tropic of Capricorn, which is below the equator. Now, when we reach the summer solstice, the sun, in relation to the earth, moves directly above the Tropic of Cancer, up here. And then, on the winter solstice, the sun then goes through here for Libra season on the equator, then moves down, or the earth tilts, all that shit, whatever, and moves just above the Tropic of Capricorn down here. Now, unlike the equinoxes during the solstices, the day and the night are not the same length. During the summer solstice, The summer, like June 21st, I think is the first day of summer, is the longest day of the year. The sun is out longer than the night. So it's like daytime longer. It's the longest day of the year. Nighttime is shorter. And then on the opposite side, during the winter solstice, it's the shortest day of the year. The nighttime is longer than the day, right? And so that's really beautiful because, I mean, this is Capricorn. It's like our shadow. And then this is Cancer, right? And so these kind of opposing forces, it's really cool. So these are the equinox energies. And look, they're quite similar, but not, right? It's like the Emperor here, Aries in spring, fire is holding this like scepter or whatever, and a globe, which is kind of like domination, conquering, warrior. Whereas Justice here, Lady Justice, is holding the scales and a sword, and it's like fighting for what is right, for justice, balance, peace, harmony. And whereas here, yeah, on this winter solstice, when the night is the shortest day of the year, so the night is very long, it's like an opportunity to be to face our shadows. And then here with Cancer, it's the day is the longest. And there's like just such beautiful balance with these two, right? It's like our time to shine. All the lessons that we've learned from the shadow, it's now time to be like, okay, I'm going to take it out there. So that's kind of what those terms mean. Equinoxes versus solstices. Again, I don't know everything, but I'm just sharing what I know or what I think I know or what I've learned. But now, so yeah, we are at the spring equinox and we're at Aries season. And now, I don't know if you know this, but yeah, so the whole energetic year starts today with Aries season. Astrology, it's like all the constellations in the sky form kind of like a pie, a pizza, whatever. And it's all cut into slices technically. And, you know, the planets move through all these constellations. And really the energetic year starts with Aries today. And so I always say that as like the new year on January 1st makes no sense. It's like dark, shitty. We're all broke. We gained weight. We're hungover. We spent way too much time being triggered by family. It's like, it's not a good, it makes no sense. So really, doesn't it make more sense to start a new year with spring? When it's like renewal, winter is over. Things are going to start growing again soon. The sun is going to be out. We can start like being outside, like eating al fresco, and like we can go swimming in the summer. Like, you know, it just makes more sense. It's just more of a sense of renewal. But the really beautiful thing about this is, it's like Pisces season is what ends the energetic year. And Pisces is a mutable water sign. The mutable signs are the signs that end the season. So Pisces ends winter. And so Pisces is the fish. It's underwater. Now, the crazy thing with all of this is like Aries. So each zodiac sign has a ruling body part. Aries' ruling body part is the head. And so really it's like, not to be a bit graphic, but I will. It's like ending Pisces season and entering Aries season, the new energetic year. It's like leaving the watery womb and kind of like crowning into the new year head first, right? And what's really cool about all that too, every sign then after that has a ruling body part, and it kind of just coincides with being born. So like the first sign, again, I'm like literally mimicking coming out of a birth canal right now, because why not? Why not at this stage? And then it's like, you know, Aries is the head. Then next is Taurus. Taurus rules like the throat and the shoulders. Then Gemini rules the lungs, the arms, the hands. Then Cancer rules the boobies. And Leo rules the heart. Virgo rules the digestive system, and so on and so on. And then it ends with Pisces that rules the feet. So it's like all year, like every year is a rebirth, right? We're literally being reborn every energetic year. And I think that's just beautiful. I'm a professional pet sitter as well. The dog wants to go out. Please hold. Okay, I'm back. So of course I'm a Cancer and I'm a pet sitter. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? This is like my third coffee of the day too. I'm like, I'll never learn. I'll learn some things, but not about giving up coffee. Maybe never. So, okay, Aries season is a cardinal fire sign, and here we are. It's a new energetic year. Aries is fire. It's really like a new spark, right? Now, here's the thing with cardinal energy, and I think this just applies to everybody because we all experience this. Cardinal energy is a spark, right? It's like an idea, an initiation, or like, you know what I mean? It's like, woo, a spark of motivation, da-da-da-da. Now, what usually happens with these sparks, they don't last. And this is why we have to take those sparks I think we all do this. We're like, well, I wasn't motivated, but that's an illusion, which is big Pisces energy. We just left that. So it's like, I think we're entering a new year. And especially during Aries season, it's like spring, it's fire energy. We want to move. But it's like to take those sparks that you receive in life, whether it's an idea, a new business idea, a new creative idea, a new love, a new blah, blah, all these things, right? It's like even a relationship. It's like the honeymoon phase always ends. But does that mean you should end a partnership? Or does that mean now it's time to be like, okay, to go into the fixed nature of things? So even that, it's like, you know, spring right now, we're in Aries season. It's snowing out. It doesn't feel like spring yet. But the fixed sign, Taurus, which is next, through the birth canal, that's when we really feel spring. So we'll really feel the spring in like April, May, when Taurus season is here. So it's kind of like, that's just life. It's like to take these initial sparks as almost like guideposts, messages from our guides, our intuition speaking to us, whatever, our imagination, and to not forget that just because that energy fades away, which is cardinal energy, right? It's to then go into the fixed nature of things. It's like the fixed signs are the signs that really you feel the seasons in. It's like Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And so then like the fixed signs might have more trouble starting things, but they'll really, once they choose something, they'll really stick to it, right? And so it's like we can all learn so much from each other, like all these different energies. So as we enter this new year, I think there's going to be a lot of changes for everybody. I think everybody really is in a way like turning a new leaf. The tides are turning. It's like people are really facing themselves in ways they have never before. And so another, maybe this will be my last note about this for now. I could literally just talk. I should just go live and like talk for hours about all this stuff. But there's something about now the day and the night being equal, that it's like you might have, or recently or ongoing, or, you know, when things come up, when you kind of have like an aha moment, right? About your past and like, ooh, I can see, and these things can happen like quickly, right? I think a lot of people are going through a spiritual awakening. Sometimes these things happen spontaneously. Sometimes it's like traumatic events that trigger it. Sometimes it's, but whatever. But it's like, if you all of a sudden have like an aha moment about your past and you realize, oh my God, it makes sense why I act like this, why I'm like anxious in relationships, or why I'm like, I feel this way about money, or that I don't deserve it, or why like you have these aha moments of this like pivotal event in your childhood that just made you behave a certain way. It can be kind of jarring at first. It's to just let that kind of alchemize, like take care of yourself, right? When you're having an aha moment. I mean, the light needs the shadow needs the light. That's also like the Pisces energy we just went through. It's like two fish in a constant motion, the light and the dark. And right now that's equal. Today it's equal. So it's almost like when you have an aha moment, like basically you're blossoming from your shadow into the light, just to take care of yourself and to give that a chance to like, it's almost like the angel and the devil. You want those two to like hug and be like, because as soon as you bring stuff to light from the shadow, you can never unsee it, right? And that's a good thing. So then that past thing that occurred no longer has to control you subconsciously, because now you're aware. So just watch what happens. I think a lot of you are going to have a lot of aha moments, or probably have already had some and just going to continue. It's like popcorn, boop, 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 boop. But it's like when you have an aha moment, it's like, you know, painful. Just give yourself some love and it will pass. And just give yourself a chance to like, yeah, alchemize the light and the dark. And if you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't have to do anything other than take care of yourself. Give yourself some compassion, and that process will just happen. Because once you've seen something from the subconscious, from the past, you can't ever unsee it. And so we're really going to start changing a lot of our behaviors. And I think it's like with Aries, you know, the action, it's like, I think our actions are going to be more intentional moving forward, right? Less just like, I'm going to take action just to avoid myself, and because I feel it's like going to be like intentional, including like rest. It's going to be like, I'm exhausted. I'm going to go lay down and take care of myself. I can't be around any of you right now. I'm going to go over here. You know what I mean? I think for a while we've really flailed through life, kind of suffering. And I think we are going through a huge alchemizing of light and dark right now, and it's a really beautiful thing. So I mean, I guess I'll just end this video now. There was no real plan. I hope this was kind of informative and fun and educational. This was not a tarot reading, but Aries season, really, and it's also a time to like not look out to what anyone else is doing and to feel that spark in you and take action based on that and keep following that path even when that spark fades away, because that's kind of like a message for you. It's a guidepost. And life, repeat after me, I am constantly moving towards something. It will never end. It's not like we're like, oh, I had that thing and then I did it, now I'm done. It's like, this is the journey. The journey never ends. I was babysitting once and this kid started saying that. He was like, the journey never ends. He's like, hi-ho, the Dario. I was like, the hell? I don't know if it was like from a show, but I was like, profound. The journey never ends. Take that Aries, that cardinal fire energy that you're going to feel and keep going. Don't give up, because the motivation is just energy. The energy just changes, much like the seasons. We go through cardinal fire right now. Then we're in the fixed earth with Taurus. Then we're in the mutable air with Gemini. Then we go through the cardinal water with Cancer. Like, it just keeps going. You got this, everybody. Please subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Leave me a comment if you have questions. If you're like, what on earth are you even talking about? That's fine. If you have something to add. I don't know everything. I only know what I know. I'd love to learn more. Please leave me a comment. Send this to a friend. I don't know, do whatever you want. But it's Aries season. Spring equinox is here. The new energetic year is here. I think it's going to be a good one. Things are challenging out there, but I think the inner journey for many is becoming more profound and more powerful and more meaningful. I love you. Have a good day. Bye.